Yeah, the Triple B. At the end of a big night of boxing, please like and subscribe and blah, blah, blah. So the Dan Azeez Joshua Buatsi fight, well, I got the right winner. I mean, I don't think that was a big deal. He's obviously the favourite. I'd hoped Azeez would give a bit more. These fights where you get two sparring partners who've sparred loads and loads of rounds, they're often very respectful. They kind of know in their mind which one's always had the edge. They really steam into each other. They never really caught fire to fight. It wasn't a bad fight. It was interesting rather than, absorbing or exciting. The first 4 rounds, I got to say, I was like, they were so close. I was like, they could all be even. I mean, they could all be even. And then Buatsi sort of started to take over a bit. He started by edging the rounds and then winning them a bit more clearly. Buddy McGirt, who I've always liked Buddy McGirt, but he was always yelling. I don't know if they should allow, coaching from the corner during the round, right? Because it can sway the judges, right? You remember that idiot Joby Clayton? Beautiful shot, AJ, beautiful boxing whilst he's been beaten up, They've got, in tennis and all that to do it, stuff like that. I know it's a different sport, right? But it can be distracting, annoying, and it's almost like, well, which corner's shouting loudest? You've got your 1 minute in between the rounds to do your coaching. I don't think they should be allowed to coach, mid-round in the corner to shout. They should be told, shut up, man. And other annoying people, like, I don't know if you remember Jazzy Jeff Lacey getting, left hook, was it left hook? Jeff Left Hook Lacey getting beaten up by Joe Calzaghe. Just roided up Lacey. And he had some sket. And he called, hey, ruined the fight for me, imagine the people at ringside who'd paid a lot of money to see that. I watched it on TV. I was getting on my tits, man. But yeah, McGirt was yelling a lot and trying to get him to go to the body. And Azeez got this nice jab, to be honest. Even though he's so much shorter, he was hitting the jab a lot. He'd kind of spring it, yeah? But, his right hand was very disappointing. He never put his shoulder in it. It would just be an arm punch. I was a bit disappointed with that. The more crisp shots were coming from Joshua Buatsi. He had a good round 9, Azeez, and then, I don't know, he started to flake a bit. In round 11, he got dropped like 3 times. Was it twice? No, twice. But it looked like slips to me, even though he was tired. He had slipped a bit more. That shot landed, but, they were dubious. The referee, Bob B.F. Williams, he used to be a pro, a journeyman. I can't stand him. You get a lot of them ex-fighters that become refs, and they never made it as fighters, right? And it was a bit bitter. So they never had the limelight. So now they've got the limelight as a ref. They try and make a name for themselves. I think, what is it? Mickey Van. I don't know. There's all these guys, man. O'Connell or whatever his name is. I don't even know what their names. Oh, Ian John Lewis. All these bums. Ian John Lewis with the fake racism thing. They took away my license or dropped me down a level because of racism. No, it's because you're a bum and you've made so many bad decisions and bad calls. Anyway, so yeah, Bob B.F. Williams, but they were. I don't think it was fair to call them knockdowns, or at least not both of them. And he was knackered by the end, Azeez, and he could have been stopped. And there's obviously no doubt at the end who the winner was. It wasn't super impressive, Buatsi, but it wasn't a super impressive fight. It wasn't a super impressive performance by either. It had that. We're sparring partners. We kind of know our limitations, or our strengths and limitations, and we're not going to take any risks. Now they're all pally, and now we know who the best jollof rice is. It's clearly Ghanaian. Buatsi stamped that down. Ghanaian jollof rice, and jollof. I didn't realize Buatsi was such a Christian, but I don't know. He just seems a very moody guy. Doesn't seem like a very likable guy. You know what I mean? I'm more suspicious of people who praise the Lord, but they're either arrogant like Ben Whittaker or like Buatsi. They're just a bit cold, Anyway, so there we go. That was it. That's all it's worth, really. Ghanaian jollof rice. Buatsi wins. And you know what's funny? It reminds me, Terry Chapandima, or Chapandama. He goes on Porky's a lot, and I like him because he speaks very well, got good grammaticality and vocabularism. But I always said, sometimes speaking so well with authority masks what you're saying, and people are intimidated by great vocabulary and your voice and your authority. So they actually don't listen to the words. And Terry does that quite a lot. He's got his favourites. And he was saying that Dan Azeez, this is about 2 years ago, could beat Beterbiev. I mean, come on, man. I know they're mates, but come on, blood. He was asked, who do you think could beat Beterbiev? He goes, yeah, actually, I think you can find Dan Azeez might be able to step up and do it. Blood clot. He would get violated by a Beterbiev. But, it was all right nights boxing. I watched the other fights too. Well, I went over to the Zone to watch the Johnny Fisher fight. Yeah, Johnny. I like Johnny Fisher and his Bosch army. It's a bit cringe. Big fat John and his Chinese. And they can't even pronounce chow mein properly. It's chow mein. It's chow mein. You should know that by now. It's spelled MEIN in an anglicized form. And the Chinese go, chow mein. They don't go, chow mein. Anyway, forget it, man. But yeah, it's a bit cringe. But you know what them guys that come over to support Johnny Fisher, it's got to be good. They're guys that wouldn't usually go to boxing. It's good to have a ticket seller. He's a likable guy. I like the families that stick together, support each other. And I think he's improving, Fisher. He's got some violence on him. He's obviously very strong. I always worry a bit about his accuracy, and combinations. But, he's early in his career and he can improve. He'll throw those, just those wild big shots, but they're not so accurate. But he took apart his dude in the first round, and it was a reasonable stoppage. The other guy was, taking too many shots and not doing much. So yeah, that was. I didn't watch the Conor Bum fight. I just couldn't be asked. I think Bum won on points. Yeah, so it was okay night's boxing. It was an okay night's boxing. Basically, I was entertained. Well, the heavyweight's always going to be the Dons. And I thought Fisher did well to get his man out. I thought Ben Shitska, even though he's a bell end, Benzo's a bell end, and his eyes are way too close together. And he won't be able to see the roundhouse shots, but he'll see the straight shots, right? Yeah? That's why hunters have the eyes at the front of their heads. Yeah, and people and herbivores and stuff, the prey have the ones on the side so they can see all around them. Things like lizards or Admiral Akbar. Yeah, but so Ben Whittaker, eyes too close together. And yes, of course he's a tool and he'll pick up a lot of haterism. But I enjoyed watching him. I'm sorry. I was openly laughing at some of his stupidities. And you know what? He'll bring some people to watch him. You got to have, it can't have everyone being the same and respectful and nice and all that. You got to have some characters, different characters. You know what I'm saying? And so far, even though I think he'll get clipped at some point, he's for the silver medal Olympics. He'll get. I imagine he'll get to world level. We'll see how it goes on there, though. But like I said, the odd shot hits him, but essentially his reflexes are good. He's got decent power. He's got good shot variety. So yeah, he's a bell end. But let's see. He's an interesting addition. Anyway, peace in the Middle East. I also got to do the Tyson Fury video. So I wrote all the text and did my research and all this stuff, and I will do a video on it. But now they've come up with a new date. So that's actually he's been hanging with Turki Al-Sheikh. He's hanging with the Arabs. Turki Al-Sheikh's his man because he did an Instagram with it. He's with Turkey. Turkey's sitting next to him. Turkey's his man's. So Turkey's obviously satisfied with Fury's injury. And May 18th. So at least we've got a date now. So what is it? How many months difference is it? So it was February 16th. 3 months later. Oh, I'll deal with that. But please don't pull out again, Fury. You know what I mean? A lot of people lost their patience, man. A real injury or not. Anyway, thanks to His Excellency, Turkey Al Sheikh. We'll see you May 18th.